Come on.
Speaking of a dude that might need a razor, we now welcome Kolton Mahoney. Look at this.
BYU baseball pitcher just drafted by the Milwaukee Brewers. Kolton, okay, it's summertime. This is why you can get away with this, right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to school, so it's nice.
Now, technically, that won't fly with the Honor Code office, but it's all right. They're not watching or listening.
I hope not.
I think. We think they are. Yeah, and I pull that too when I go away from. Technically, you're supposed to shave at all times. So basically, you can't play intramurals this summer. I don't know if that's a big deal for you.
Not for me.
Drafted in the 23rd round by the Brewers. How did you get that information? Where were you, and how did you find out about that?
It's actually funny. I was watching the draft, and I went a little bit lower than I was projected and expected to go, and so I kind of just stopped watching. It's my mom's birthday, and so we were going to Lagoon that day, and we were driving in the car. And I was just like, well, I mean, if I get drafted, they'll call me. And so I figured they'd call me before I got drafted, but they didn't. And the area scout for the Brewers called me, and he told me, he's like, hey, you just got drafted by us in the 23rd round. I was like, really? I was like, that's pretty sweet.
So you were in a car?
I was driving in the car. I wasn't even
on your way to a theme park.
That's right.
Colton's getting a call on the roller coaster.
Unexpected.
You're drafted by the Milwaukee Brewers.
The white roller coaster, the very rickety one, the old one. Mormon to beer makers. What do you think?
It's what it is. It's kind of funny. Me and my parents have been talking about that. It's kind of ironic and just, I mean, it's kind of cool. So I think it's pretty sweet.
The Milwaukee Brewers apparently were paying attention to your no-hitter that you threw down in Louisiana. Did that factor into the conversation and a lot of teams starting to pay attention to you?
I think so. I think it put me on the map. I mean, I was all over the internet, all over all the baseball sites, on SportsCenter on number 3. So that was the highlight of my life so far. So, I mean, it was just a dream come true to throw that. And it just put me on the map for everybody. And everybody started to notice me a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, 23rd round draft pick. Awesome. When you look at what you're going to do with that, you have the option of saying no, returning to BYU, playing, trying to up your draft stock. Do you know what you want to do with that, take it or not?
I think I have a pretty good idea. I mean, I feel like I need to stay at BYU. I haven't made the decision yet. I mean, they're still trying to work it out. I mean, me and the Brewers, and they've been calling me a lot. And so we're still trying to work that out. I mean, I have the summer league, the Cape Cod League set up that I just found about. So that's kind of cool that I'll have a chance to go out there and play with the best of the college athletes.
What's the signing bonus like in the 23rd round is what I'm really wondering.
They can offer you up to $100,000.
Really?
So, yeah.
Up to $100,000 in the 23rd round.
Yeah, after the 10th round, it's up to $100,000. So, I mean, they pick and choose on who they want to give that to. So, we'll see what they have to say.
Okay, so being that you're a Northridge High School alum, and I am too, Layton, Utah represent. What's up?
That's right.
When you decide, of course, you'll tell your family, but will you tell BYU Sports Nation and your fellow Northridge High School alum what your plans are?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely give a shout out to you guys.
Awesome.
Okay, fair enough.
What will ultimately go into the decision of staying or not?
I mean, just a lot of different factors go into it. I mean, I'm getting a little old. I mean, I went on my mission, so I mean,
you're old.
That's what the draft people say. That's what
Isn't that funny?
all the guys who try to take you say. I mean, they tell you you're too old to go play, and they try to scare you into it. A lot of them saying I'm too old, I won't ever play again. You need to sign right now for the. I mean, it's like buying a car. They're used car salesmen. They're trying to buy the nicest car for the cheapest price, and so they want to get me for cheap as they can. And just stick me out there, and hopefully I do good and make it to the big leagues.
You know what? Just learn how to throw the knuckleball. Ask
That's
Phil
right.
Niekro and Tim Wakefield about being old and being a major league pitcher.
It's that easy. Super easy.
Kolton Mahoney on BYU Sports Nation was just drafted in the 23rd round by the Milwaukee Brewers. The state of BYU baseball right now, you had that great run in the first year under Mike Littlewood, then you lost a lot of talent to that Major League Baseball draft. Now you're dealing with that same scenario where you could go to play in the major leagues. What is the current status of BYU baseball moving forward? How does this program get to the next level?
You know, I think that we have a lot of good guys coming back, and so we didn't get as many people taken this year. And so a lot of the guys, we're going to have a lot of older guys, and we have some freshmen that played a huge role in our team this year, and they're coming back next year. So, I mean, that's going to be a big impact. They have a little bit more maturity. Hopefully they'll get bigger and stronger and be able to hit more home runs and drive people in. But, you know, I think we have a good chance to really advance this year and compete in the West Coast Conference.
Did you get that no-hitter ball into Legacy Hall yet?
Not
Or
yet.
where
They
is
haven't
that?
asked me for it. Still in my
They
room.
haven't asked. We got to make a call to our friend Duff Tittle to get that ball in there.
We might as well get something. We're getting a BYU basketball from Jonathan Tavernari. You might as
He
well.
said 5 minutes. I think it's been more than 5 minutes.
Can we get
I'm a
Kolton
little worried
Mahoney's
now.
baseball in there by the end of the day? The Legacy
Yeah.
Hall.
Aside from the no-hitter, which is a huge thing, what was the highlight of the season for you and the team, you think?
It was kind of up and down. I mean, we had some pretty good winning streaks, and we played some good teams. I mean, we had one of the best games that we played was probably against Washington State.
Yeah.
They were ranked. They're a really good team. We only played one game against them, but we shut them out 3-0. And we probably had 5 or 6 pitchers pitch that game, and it was pretty sweet to just go in and just shove against them. Felt good to just shut them down and kind of blow the wind out of their sails.
I really enjoy talking with Mike Littlewood, the head coach. He's very transparent when it comes to his program. What's the best part about playing for a guy like Mike Littlewood?
He's just a really good guy. Super nice to you, and he'll take care of you. He really seems like he wants the best for you, and so I mean he has good practices, very organized, and I mean he wants to win. You can see the passion that he has to win, and so I mean that's well obviously didn't win last year, had a rough year, so I mean emotions were high and things were stressful, but hopefully this year we can turn it around.
I know some of his go-to sayings, but what do you remember as his go-to saying?
Figure it out.
Yes. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah, we learned that one from Brock Whitney, I think, on the show. Earlier in the show, we talked about Spencer when he goes to a new city, especially one with the Major League Baseball team, he'll buy a hat from that team.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite team, and are you okay with him buying a bunch of hats of different teams, even though he doesn't root for those teams?
I think that's treason.
What? Spoken like a true baseball purist.
Who's your favorite team?
I love the Red Sox. Red Sox is my favorite
Well, I've been
team.
to Fenway Park, and I bought a Red Sox hat.
And
at
he owns
Fenway
a
Park.
Yankees hat, so I don't
That's
see
not
how that
okay.
works.
That's not
What?
okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's okay either.
I didn't say I wear the Yankees hat. I bought the Yankees hat. I do wear the Red Sox hat, though.
That's a good thing.
That's just a really expensive version of what I'm doing, which is a shot glass.
What's better, a baseball hat or a shot glass?
I should be
Jerome?
giving the shot glasses to the Brewer draft pick. That's
Might
what
as
I
well,
should
right?
be doing. Yeah.
Kolton Mahoney on BYU Sports Nation. Walk us through the next month of your life as you lead up to the July 18th cutoff date of when you need to decide whether you're going to come back and play at BYU or where you're going to go. What's going to happen with the Cape Cod League and all that?
I mean, so I fly out on Wednesday. It's pretty quick. I just decided, I found out I could go there on Sunday. And so it's kind of the same just right after the draft. And I called, I went a little bit lower than I expected. So I was like, maybe I could try to get into that league. Is this really good? And if I'm going to stay, because there's scouts at every game there. And so, the next month that I can go out there and prove that I can pitch against the best and hopefully do well there. And scouts will see me for next year too if I stay. So, and then the Brewers will call me and we'll try to figure out what they want to offer me. And if it's not what I want, then I'll come back.
Okay, and this is basically just an excuse to go to Boston Red Sox games at Fenway, right?
That's pretty much it.
Okay, this makes total sense. I was wondering why. Now I get it.
Why do you want to go to the Cape Cod League? So I can watch the Red
Watch the
Sox.
Sox.
Yep, and
It's
play a
good
little
enough reason
baseball.
for me.
Has the reality of being drafted into the major leagues set in for you? I mean, I know so many kids are like, yeah, I'm going to be a professional ball player. But like for you, that is now a reality. You can sign your name to that. Has it set in yet?
A little bit. Because I haven't made the decision if I want to stay or go yet. So, it's cool because everybody's telling me congratulations, Facebook and Twitter and everything's blowing up right now. But it's kind of cool. It's pretty sweet. The dream has come true. I've got drafted. I never thought it would come, but the day's here. So, it's stressful a couple weeks coming up to do it too. So, everybody's calling me and you got all these teams calling you and asking you what you want and what do you want to do with your life and do you want to play baseball or do you want to go back to school? They'll try to convince me I'm too old still.
You old man, all of like 23 or whatever
know.
you are.
22.
22. You're 22
Barely
and you're
turned
old?
22.
You're not old.
Oh, my goodness.
How much, if you stayed and tried to up your draft stock, and that'd be the point of staying, part of the point of staying, I assume, how much higher do you think you can go than 23?
I'm hoping to go on the first 3 rounds. Might as well try.
Okay, that'd be fantastic.
Well, Mike Littlewood has made it clear that he feels like you're the guy right now in the BYU baseball program that has major league capability and potential. And so why not aim for the stars?
Why not?
That's
Dream
how it
big.
goes.
No hitter this year, perfect game next year. That's all you need to do, right?
You've already signed our flag, haven't you?
I have.
You were one of the first, I believe, to
One of
sign
the
our
first
flag. You
repeat,
brought in
yeah.
your no-hitter baseball as well.
In March.
We need to get it in Legacy Hall.
Yes, we do.
That
That's
we are
the number one goal of BYU
mandating on
Sports Nation
BYU
today.
Sports
And for Jonathan Tavernari to actually return with the BYU basketball. We're calling him out now.
Hey, by the way, right now, what can BYU Sports Nation Karma do for you, Kolton Mahoney?
Help me pitch good in the Cape.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We will be
Give me
following.
some strikeouts.
Would you please update us and tweet at us from Red Sox games or from Cape Cod or whatever, and let us know what you decide to do.
I'll let you know.
All right.
At Kolton Mahoney 11.